All right, I think we are live here. Let's see what's good, chat. We're live, bro. Gilbert, you see what I got here?
What's up? I'm here, bro.
Now you see up here?
Yes.
That's you, bro. You and Tyron Woodley.
That's cool. That's a good one.
How's Chicago, bro?
Bro, freaking traffic here is insane, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, crazy traffic, but fans are good. We got so many fans here. Good energy. I already did the one appearance already.
Nice.
Yeah, working.
Very nice, bro. How do you feel about this card in general?
I think the card is, bro, so many guys here stopping us. We need a security to go everywhere. Back is full, sold out. I think Chicago is going to go back to being another home of UFC, just
Really?
like Miami. Just like Miami became 100%, Chicago is going to become as well.
That's awesome. We're gonna fly through this. I know you're busy, bro, but we're gonna fly through. Just go through each and every fight. We'll start at the very beginning here. I don't know if you know anything. Good.
They changed a couple fights, right?
We have everything updated. So we lost the King Green versus Diego Ferreira fight, and we lost one of the prelims.
We lost one of the prelims, and they have the tough one, right? The tough is there. We didn't do the tough, right?
Yeah, I have everything updated on the slides though. So
That's cool.
think
I watched these two guys.
We got a quick question before we get started. Gilbert, do you think when you dropped Hamzat, when you guys fought, I feel like you gave him a war. Were you the first to drop Hamzat?
For sure. What do you guys think?
I don't think anyone else even touched him, bro. No one else even landed a strike on his ass.
No one, right? Kamara hit him a little bit, but that's it.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get started, boys and girls. We have about 305 people on the live stream right now. We'll keep it going. What are you making this first fight of the night, bro? Flyweight. Do you know anything about these guys?
I know about this Kazakhstan guy, Alibi Idris.
Yeah.
I watched these guys. He's 10-0, right? He's 10-0 undefeated.
Yeah.
And bro, he beat a couple tough guys, couple Brazilian guys. They went all the way to Kazakhstan. All his fight was in the same show in Kazakhstan, but he has legit finishes. And Joseph Morales, just because the last name, he might be brother with Michael Morales, so I'm going all against him. I'm going Alibi Idris by finish.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. I feel like I got to go the same way now. I'm looking at his Tapology right now. The dude looks absolutely shredded.
Yeah, but Joseph Morales, just kidding. He's been in the UFC before.
Yeah.
He lost to Figueiredo. He lost to a couple of legit guys. Then he went to the UFC. He got a couple of wins. Now he's back. But I'm riding with Kazakh. This guy got the win.
Let's go. All right, I'm tailing you on that one. Let's move on to the next fight. I really want to get your opinion on this one because Dion Barbosa has made me a lot of money in the UFC. I love betting on her. But Karina Silva, I made a video actually last year or early this year, Gilbert. I was like, Karina Silva, don't make fun of me on this, but she was like the female Shavkat, bro. She has like a significant amount of knockouts and submission both. It was almost identical to Shavkat at one point. It was like 8 KOs, 9 submissions, something like that. But now she's coming off of a loss in her last fight, whereas Dion Barbosa is gaining a lot of momentum. And I don't know if you know this, but these two chicks fought a long time ago, and Barbosa actually won that fight. Karina Silva's obviously come a long way. She's a -230 favorite here. Who are you leaning on in this one?
Bro, I think Karina Silva got so much better. I think she's the better fighter right now. And she's training at Fight Nerds. You know, she moved there, healed the whole team.
Yeah.
My only thing, sometimes you do those transitions, she's not just doing the camp. She moves there, you know, she's training there. So sometimes those moving, those changing takes a little time to you to get tuned in with the group, to get adjusted. That's my only issue. But I do believe Karina Silva she's winning. If you want to sprinkle a little bit on Dion Barbosa, it's not gonna be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Freaking fight, but I think Karina Silva wins this fight.
Yeah. It sounds like you're going with Karina Silva as the pick. Dion Barbosa is not a bad underdog based off the value.
Yeah.
Who do you think has the better all-around grappling here?
I think Karina Silva is better. And I think the loss to Viviane Araújo, she got better. She got so much better. That's
Yeah.
why she moved camp. She went all the way to Fight Nerds, and I think takedown defense is going to be better. I think Dion Barbosa grappling is very good, but I think Karina now training with the Fight Nerds. One thing that they do great is takedown defense, and I think she's going to do a good job on that.
For sure. Yeah, I'm torn on this one. I think I'm leaning Karina Silva by decision, but I'm a little bit split there. So let's move on here. I can't wait to get your opinion on this one. We talked a little bit about this one on the podcast. You guys go check that out. It's dropping tonight. I think it just dropped or it's dropping tonight on the Show Me the Money channel. But Nursultan Ruziboev versus Brian Battle. This fight is at middleweight, which I think is interesting if you're Brian Battle here in this spot. We talked about Ruziboev on the pod. Like, the guy has 20 submission wins professionally, tons of finishes. Obviously, the UFC is a different level. He's looked really good in some fights. He's looked okay in some others. Brian Battle's a finisher himself. Very good jiu-jitsu, great striking. I think his head movement is lacking a little bit sometimes, very stationary. And I kind of worry about that straight right hand down the middle from Nursultan. But I've rode with Brian Battle a lot, and I've made good money on him. But he's kind of to me he's a little bit too much favored here. I think, especially fighting at 185 here. He's a minus 174 favorite. Ruziboev is almost a plus 140 dog here. Similar reach, but Brian Battle just fought a very big guy in Randy Brown, but that was at 170. What do you make of this one?
Honestly, Brian Battle is a middleweight, right? He won the Ultimate fight at middleweight, and then he cut down to 170. Then his last fight with Brian Battle, he missed like 4 pounds. The one or two before he fought, he missed weight on 3-4 pounds again. So he's a legit middleweight. But these guys are kind of like similar, because Ruziboev fought at a welterweight as well. So he's very tall, but he's not a very muscular, very big, like Paulo Costa type of middleweight. I think even though Ruziboev has 47 fights?
Yeah.
Yeah, 47 fights. But for a lot of tough guys, a lot of easy fights, making that record. I think Brian Battle is a dog, and I think Brian Battle wins by decision. I think it's going to be a decision. Maybe I don't see a finish, but I see a dog fight. People are sleeping on that fight. I think that fight is going to be a great fight. I think Ruziboev has a tough, good right hand, but that's it. And I think Brian Battle has the more dirty boxing, pressure forward, crazy, the heart. And it should be a good fight, but I'm getting Brian Battle by decision.
Got it. Do you think Ruziboev's wrestling is decent? Because Battle has struggled with like the higher level wrestlers, right? Like Renato Fakhretdinov. Brian Battle couldn't get off any offense in a 15-minute fight against Renato Fakhretdinov. I think he landed
even Buckley took him down. He couldn't do much. He should be getting better because he training a lot with Sean Brady. He training Hamza. Yeah, but I do believe Brian Battle get the advantage. I don't know how much. I don't think it's going to be a lot of wrestling. I think they might wrestle a little bit, but I think Brian Battle going to try to put the pressure forward and make it a dirty fight.
And Brian Battle has 6 submission wins. I was looking at that sub price in case he gets like a Dars or something, but I don't think the number's good enough. It was like plus 350 or something.
Oh, number not good, so forget about it. But it might be the way. He might have a little success on the feet. You try to take down if he's there. I think Brian Battle is good, but people sleep on him. He's very good.
That's true. And this is a good point by the chat. Like that Ruziboev Buckley fight was on short notice, and it was a big weight cut. It seems like for him, so it's something to just take into consideration here. I'm torn on this one a little bit. I'm going Brian Battle as well, but I just don't like him at minus 175 odds. Like I wish he was closer to a pick 'em. Yeah, let's move on here. This is one of my favorite underdogs on the whole card. Drakkar Klose, a plus 115 dog against Edson Barbosa. I just look at this fight and I'm like, it's at lightweight. I look at a fact that like a now bantamweight Bryce Mitchell was able to control Edson Barbosa on the ground. I think Drakkar Klose, his wrestling, 64% takedown accuracy. I think he's going to be the stronger guy. He's a little bit younger. He's been in less wars. Barbosa, 2-3 in his last 5, almost 1-4 in his last 5. He was able to rally after getting knocked down against Sadiq Youssef. But there's an argument that he was almost 1-4 in his last 5. I don't understand why he's favored here. I'm going to card close. What do you make of this one?
Yeah, I'm biased on that one. I'm biased. I think I agree with you. I think Drakkar Close might get the win in there, but I got to roll with my guy Edson, my boss. I'm going to be very biased. I'm gonna be hoping my guy win. Very tough fight. I heard it might be his last fight, but I'm gonna be biased here. Don't go on mine. I'm gonna be biased. I think Drakkar win, but I'm gonna roll with my guy Edson Barbosa.
Fair enough. Do you think could be a finish in this fight, or do you see this one going to the cards?
Yes. I think I heard it might be Edson last fight. He knows that guy is stronger. That guy might try to take him down. I think he's gonna try to get a knockout, try to make it beautiful, try to do it.
Yeah. He had that nice knee against Billy Q like 3 fights ago, 3 or 4 fights ago.
I think he's going to try to do something like that, maybe a couple knees, maybe hard kicks, and take this guy out of there. And if his last fight, get out of it with the win. Yeah. But tough fight for Edson, not easy.
For sure. All right, moving on. We talked about this one on the podcast a little bit as well. Chase Hooper, -350 favorite against Aleksandar Hernandez. Chase Hooper we talked about this. He's filled out a lot. He's a lot bigger and stronger than he used to be. His striking's improved. He's got a good reach and height advantage here. He's on a 5-fight win streak. Yeah. I think that's since being knocked out. I forget who it was. But 5 straight wins in a row. He's had some finishes in that win streak. He wasn't able to get
He beat up that Bolshev guy, right? That was the one you say?
Yeah, so bro, I had Chase Hooper by knockout at 10-1 odds in that fight, and he elbowed him, and Borshchev had the fucking welt on his popping out of his head, and then he subbed him last second. It was supposed to be a knockout. I was so mad, and I lost on that one. But Aleksandar Hernandez might not be a guy he really wants to trade in exchange with when he can out-grapple him. We talked about it on the pod. Moicano is still the only guy to submit Aleksandar Hernandez, and Moicano has out-grappled Chase Hooper in a grappling match by decision. But I told you guys on the pod, and I'm going to stick by this. I think Chase Hooper's a different guy than he was years ago. He's now 25. He was literally a kid early on. He's still young, but he's filling out a lot, and he's getting better everywhere. And he's also kind of becoming a fan favorite in the UFC. You got to wonder if this is a spot where he can really show out here. What do you think?
I think this guy's going to be like Charles Oliveira eventually. I think he get to the UFC super early.
Yeah.
He's going to get a couple of losses here and there, but eventually he's going to be a big thing. People got to start paying attention to him. But right now, he's Charles Oliveira. Just keep fighting. But I think this one he doesn't win. I think in a couple more years, in 3 more years, he will dismantle Aleksandar Hernandez. I do believe in 3 years he will kill Aleksandar Hernandez, but I just think not right now. Not right now. Right now he's still losing. Even though he's 25, he's getting better. And but I think today, Saturday, he's going to lose. If they make a rematch in 3 years, Chase will whoop him.
Interesting. And that's interesting because he's over a 3-1 favorite here. So you're taking an underdog shot here on Hernandez.
Yes, underdog.
Decision or knockout?
Maybe a knockout because I think Hernandez hits harder. I think Hernandez has a better wrestling, so take down the.
Oh, we lost Gilbert. It's that Wi-Fi, boys. Let me shut. If you can hear Gilbert, try to leave and then come back in, bro. I'm gonna go through some of these comments while we're waiting on Gilbert. Hernandez Shagun more. Goodbye, Gilbert. Hernandez only goes to decisions. I've been looking at this sub line, guys. It was plus 185 for Hooper. I just feel like I'm falling into a trap taking it, though. I feel like he could win a decision, just out-grapple him. I do kind of like round 3, though. Chase Hooper kind of tires out Aleksandar Hernandez the first 10 minutes of the fight. I think round 3 is live here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you back.
Freaking guy called me, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's the word.
I was saying the easy path to Hernandez to win. What do you think is the easy path to Hernandez? He might do it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I just think Hooper can wear him down with the grappling and maybe get like a late round 3 finish.
But if I was Hernandez coach, you know what his strategy would be?
Mm.
Take this guy down. And
Really?
then you're gonna try to jiu-jitsu, try to do jiu-jitsu, not getting up, beat him up on the ground and pound, make him tired, beat him up. It will be a boring fight, but
You don't think that's risky though? I mean, Hooper's good off his back.
a little bit risky, but not enough. I don't think he has the jiu-jitsu and the strength and the cardio to keep him battle and eventually get a finisher in Hernandez. Not now. Like I said, in 3 years, this guy is gonna be a problem, but not right now.
Fair enough. Guys, we just hit over 1,000 live viewers. Make sure you drop a like on this video, share it with your friends so we can get up to 2,000 by the end of this. Chat thinks Chase Hooper is getting a sub. I tend to agree, maybe a late sub, but I am nervous about it, so we'll see if that makes it in the parlay or not. Let's move on to another good matchup here. Jessica Andrade versus Lupi Godinz. This is at 115, right? Which I think is very important here. Andrade has really struggled at 125 against bigger girls that have great grappling. Lupi, I think, is the better wrestling, probably the better submissions too, but it's at 115. Yes. And Andrade definitely has more power here. So this comes down to, do you want to back the more technical fighter as a favorite, or do you want to take the girl who's just going to walk forward and try to knock the other girl's head off in Jessica Andrade? You going dog or favorite here?
So I don't know. I don't watch a lot of women's, but my wife does. And then I asked her, I say, bro, I picked Jessica because Jessica's strong. And she said, no way, Lupita is winning. And then
really?
And then I'm going to have her by next year too because she watched all the girls, bro.
Dude, and that'd be very serious.
And she knows I don't like it. I don't watch it much. So she said Lupita is winning.
No, that's a great series right there, bro. You should have her on just to break down the women's fights. People would enjoy that. I'll be honest. This fight, I was Lupi Godinz all day. I've made so much money betting against Jessica Andrade.
The thing with Jessica is she had a wife. Whenever she broke up with the wife was the right-handed. You know, the wife was doing everything for her, letting her focus just on the training, food, diet, training, help with everything, driving, everything. They broke up. And then Jessica went down the hill, lost a couple of fights, then win couples, lost couples. So she's getting older too. So I don't know how she's training. I hope she's doing good. But I'm biased to Jessica because she's from my city. So I'm going to ride with Jessica. But I'm biased. So my wife said, go Lupita Godinz.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Lupi too. I was about to make this a huge play. Now, it's important to note that Lupi was a big favorite. She was minus probably 230. Wow. The big sharp money came in on Jessica Andrade as an underdog and moved Lupi from a minus 230 all the way down to minus 160. I think she's even less than that right now. So the sharper bettors are actually looking at Jessica Andrade as a big dog here, but now she's a very small underdog. And a lot of the value might not be there as much. Is there any world where Lupi can get a submission here? Because it's like 9-1 odds.
Yes. Lately, he might.
That would be a sick hit. I'm considering sprinkling on that. We'll see if we make it. All right. This is a crazy last-minute fight that came after Chimaev won by impressive round one fashion on the Contender Series. He is now fighting a UFC record 4 days later. I don't think that's ever happened. I think that's the quickest turnaround in UFC history. Eric Nolan, former champ. I forget what promotion it was, Gilbert. I don't know if you know.
CFFC.
Cage Fury.
Cage Fury. There's Jake. Okay. But these odds are not available on the graphic, but I think the odds just dropped, and I believe Chimaev is like a minus 1,000 favorite, maybe a little bit less. Eric Nolan's like a 6-1 underdog at least here. Is that disrespectful for a former champ in another promotion to be a 6-1 underdog against a guy on 4 days' notice? What is your thoughts, Gilbert?
Yeah, I think this guy had crazy knockouts. I was just looking at his highlights. I was like, there's a tough fight. For sure, I'm going to run my guy, Baisangu. Bro, guy's good. Bro, to think about it, this guy been sparring Rain in the rear, Gregory Robocop, and so on and so on. All these guys that the big names that has a fight, they pay him because he's from Chechnya. They pay him to go all the way to LA to spar with Hamza just think about sparring Hamza.
Yeah.
Hamza is striking and on the grappling wrestling. Sparring with Gregor Robocop, taking those freaking right hands. Sparring with Renato the Ritter. Bro, these guys ready for anyone. I don't think you should. It's going to be hard for you to bet on him to put him in a parlay because it's going to be crazy favorite. But yeah, I think he's winning. Not an easy fight. That guy hits hard. Gotta respect that guy. But I gotta go with my guy Bison. We're not biased. I think he's gonna win, but I just don't think it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah. And a comment from Jake here. Eric Nolan trains with Pfeiffer, Brady, Corey Anderson, and more studs as well. This will be interesting to see. Do you think that this will be
who? Pfeiffer, Sean Brady, and who else?
And
bro, the other guy won with the training partners, bro. Look, Pfeiffer, Brady, Corey Anderson. On the other side, Robocop, Hamza, and Renato Riddle. My guy won't go on him, bro. Thank you, Jake.
All right, is he getting a finish here, or is he going to win a dominant decision?
I think that fight's going to be crazy, but I think it's going to be a finish. I think that guy kicked so much. His kicks are good. Front kick, flying knees, spinning kicks. He's good hands, too. I go by finish.
All right. Well, I don't believe there's a market out yet for the finish prop. That should come out tomorrow, I'd imagine. But I'd imagine you're going to have to pay minus 200 on a finish at least here. Let's move on here. Gilbert's guy, GM3, the underdog against Miho Oluk. This is a fun one, bro. This is like who can impose what they're good at on the other guy. Miho has a lot of knockouts, but he's also been submitted a lot in his career. GM3, we know about what he can do on the ground. If GM3 can survive the first 3-4 minutes of this fight, can he drown Miho Oluk and bring him into deep waters? Or do you think that he's going to get KO'd on the feet here?
Yeah, they got me how in the beginning, but that one I'm almost turning to GM3. You know, I'm like, because he trains here, he's living here. He got the crowd knows him. He's a freaking finishing. This fight, I don't know if you can put that on a parlay or whatever. This fight is no way is going to be a decision. 1,000%.
Oh God.
No, this fight. If you look at GM3 record, GM3 or he finishes or he get finished. He never go to a decision. Or check too, or he's gonna get or he's knocking him out, or he's gonna get sub. This fight is guaranteed.
And GM3's been to 8 decisions in his career, bro. But that's out of like 45 fights.
Yeah, out of 45, but
no, that's out of 56 fights. 56 fights.
But look in the UFC. Don't look at his career. Look in the UFC. He doesn't have decisions.
Yeah. So he, what's funny, Gilbert, is he did just go to a decision in his last fight against Brad Tavares.
That's his first decision in the UFC career.
Yeah.
You can look.
Correct. I believe you're right here.
And Olejje Jack too. Is an easy fight to judge. If he stays on the feet, Olejje Jack eventually going to knock him out. If GM3 is able to take him down, he's gonna finish him. So that fight's not going to a decision, bro. Yeah. Judges are not working on that fight. Fortunately, the judges are out of this fight.
For sure. Do you think it's worth a sprinkle on GM3 round 2-3 sub here? What do you think?
Bro, I pick Miho on the show me the money, but I'm almost changing to GM3.
You know what I like the most about GM3 right now is he went to round 3 with Dave Ritter.
He does, bro. The guy trains hard. He trained RoboCop. He trained Bilal Muhammad. Now he moved back here.
Yeah,
but bro, the guy's tough, bro.
Yeah, I agree. And like, look at his last 4 fights. Brian Barberena choked out Brian Barberena. Arm triangle Edmund Shabazian. He had some success against Rainer De Ritter. Ended up getting arm triangle halfway through round 3. And then Brad Tavares is a guy that just has elite takedown defense, so it wasn't the greatest matchup for him. Miho Oluk is a guy that just struggles in the grappling department. But do you believe that he's going to be that much better just working with the fighting nerds, or do you think things take way more time than that?
I'll be honest. My only thing is the speed difference. Miho is so fast, bro.
Yeah,
he's fast, and GM3 is not fast at all. So I get hit on the beginning, So
right.
I'm just afraid of that because that's why it got me how because of the speed difference. he might be able to, find that chin. If he doesn't find that chin, he's like the DDP in Hamza fight. If he doesn't find that chin in the beginning, he's the opposite, right?
Right.
If he doesn't find that chin in the beginning, GM3 is finished. Or it's gonna be a knockout first round by Miho, first or second round knockout, or it's gonna be second or third round sub by GM3.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on here, guys. Before we do so, check out the link in the description, winnable.com/HOF picks. Go get the boys' plays. If you use code 319, you're going to get those plays for free this weekend. You have to use the code at checkout where you'll pay $0 for 7 days. Paige and Nolan absolutely killing it. Hayden's up like 190 units in 3 years, so go check that out right now. Let's move on to the main event. Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakora. Asakora comes out in his UFC debut and loses to Gilbert's guy, Pantoja. But this is a big step down, in my opinion, against Tim Elliott here. However, bro, I still look at the tape and I'm like, Asakora is such a loose striker where he's just all over the place. And, I'm wondering, can Tim Elliott get him in some bad grappling positions here? What do you think of this one?
He can. If he takes the fight to the floor, it's gonna be hard. Just because Kai Asakora is so fast, so flashy. I think Kai Asakora wins, bro. He's not a.
I watched his full highlight tape of all of his knockouts, and he's allowed to knee on the ground in that organization, knees to the head, baseball, like soccer kicks. When he gets people to the ground, he's just going crazy on them with knees and soccer kicks. But I'm just wondering, is that going to translate in MMA as much or in the UFC as much? Because, he would literally put 2 elbows down on people and knee them to the head. It's in, half of his finishes. And I'm just wondering if he's too reckless against Tim Elliott, if he's going to end up with this guy on his back or something. That's what concerns me. But I do think – and Tim Elliott's also very durable on the feet. He's only lost by knockout 1 time in 34 fights, but he's been submitted 6 or 7 times. So how do you think this fight plays out exactly?
I think Kai Asakora will knock him out.
Yeah,
I just think Asakora is so fast, bro. If you watch that fight against Pantoja again, that first round, he threw a couple knees, couple things. It was so fast.
Yeah,
I think Kai Asakora by KO. I think that's happening.
Interesting. All right, let's move up the card here. Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Paige. This is at middleweight. MVP going up in weight. He still looks to have a big size advantage here. We know about his height, his reach, his speed. 23-3 professionally, has some great wins, but not great wins in the UFC yet, right? His best win was his last fight and was a decision. Yeah, so and Jared Cannonier, is a guy that has been in a lot of wars lately. Even in the win against RoboCop, he got beat down early, and then he's been basically put away by Kaio, late in round 5. I think they ruled it a decision. And then the fight before that, he got finished by Imavov in round 4, right? So the guy's been in a lot of wars. He's 41 years of age. He's obviously always in good condition. I'll never forget that fight with Marvin Vettori, bro. The cardio that he showed in that fight was unbelievable. So the guy's always going to go out there, give it his all. He's going to come forward. He's not going to fade, especially in a 3-rounder. But is there just levels to the game on the feet here? Is MVP going to pick him apart?
Bro, speed. Who said that? Remember who said that? Speed beats time, and time beat precision. Remember who said that? Conor McGregor. So that's true, bro. This guy is so fast. His timing is so good. His precision is so good. So I think Conor is low. Very fast, very strong, crazy cardio, like you said, durability and everything, but the speed is not there.
Yeah. Do you think he will be able to get takedowns here? It's plus money for him to get 1 takedown or more.
I think he might get 1 takedown. I don't
early in round 1, maybe?
Maybe. But I think one takedown he will hit, but more than that, it's going to be hard. But I got to go with MVP. I don't know. Maybe by finish, I don't think he'll be able. RoboCop hit that guy so hard, they don't finish. Maybe. if he rushed so much, maybe a knee, maybe something like that, maybe a spinning elbow hurt him, and then follow up with the punches. That can happen.
Yeah.
But I don't see MVP losing. I think MVP is winning.
He landed a crazy spinning elbow against Kevin Holland, but Holland just has a chin from another world.
No, this guy too. But if he landed that thing and that guy wobbles a little bit, he comes flashy, crazy, fast.
Yeah.
He might get a finish. I don't know why I'm thinking he might get a finish.
His knockout's 4-1 odds. Everyone's on his decision. Cannonier's 41 years old, bro. Has been in a lot of wars. I was this close to taking the knockout. I haven't decided yet, but I am looking at it.
Yeah.
Let's move on here. One of the best fights of the night, Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Prates coming off the loss to Ian Gary by decision. Jeff Neal, I believe, had a hand injury, right?
Yes.
He's coming back from that. We know about this guy's power. This is a great boxing matchup. The question, in my view, is Jeff Neal going to be able to close the distance and pressure him in boxing range, or is Carlos Prates just going to be too elusive, too much on the feet with the kickboxing? What do you think?
I think at one moment, Jeff Neal got to land it, right? Come on. Guy has good boxing, good movement, good experience, hungry. You know, he's a lot of back and forth. How they did say something in the press conference that I was doing an appearance.
I didn't hear these guys at all. I didn't see the whole press conference though.
But they were there. They were.
I'm not sure. I didn't see anything about them.
Come on, where the guys in the shed? Did they fought on the press conference or not? Let us know here because they didn't watch it, bro. I was making the money. You know who I was making the money?
Yeah.
You know who I was making the money? I was making Kamaru Usman money, bro. That was his appearance. He lost a flight. He got something happened. They threw me out last minute. I got a text my guy tomorrow and say, "Thank you for the easy money, my brother." Moicano turns the money. I don't turn the money.
Facts. That's fucking hilarious.
So
you going Jeff Neal here?
No, I go Carlos Prates, but maybe a split decision, maybe a decision, maybe a hard fight. But that's the one I'm gonna be without the shirt. I'm gonna tattoo here, just bleed, and I'm gonna be there because that one's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait for this fight.
Yeah,
I think Carlos Prates will win, but nothing easy, bro. On no war, a couple guys might get knocked down. Couple guys my blood, my bleed and breaking nose and stuff is gonna be a good one. I'm super excited for this fight.
I got a play that I love in this fight. It is a long shot. Carlos Prates, round 3 knockout, 10-1 odds, bro. 10-1 odds.
I like these odds. I'm
telling you, it's one of my favorite long shot plays of the card. If you just look at Carlos Prates is very patient as a striker. He's not super patient. He lets the finishes find him. He's not seeking finishes like crazy. And I think in a world where he can start to beat him up alone round 2 and then find the finish in round 3. Maybe Jeff Neal even has a good round 1 here. The way he did in the Luque fight, comes out and like really puts it on him, and then Prates eases into the fight and then starts to pick him apart with the kicks and just the kickboxing in general. And round 3 puts him away TKO. That's my prediction.
That might happen. I like that. No, he's a freaking fighter. We don't know, but that's a good one. I like it.
I still can't believe he didn't get that finish in round 5 against Ian Gary, bro. That was insane.
That was crazy.
All right, co-main event. I know Gilbert has a strong opinion on this one, so I want you to tell the people who you like in this one. LeRo Murphy, undefeated in the UFC, 34 years of age, takes on Aaron Pico. A lot of hype against this guy. They're already trying to sell a Volkanovski versus Aaron Pico matchup. The UFC clearly wants this guy to come in and win in an exciting fashion. I'll tell you one thing, Gilbert. I watched the tape on LeRo Murphy. Dan Ige was able to really pressure him with boxing and wrestling. And Aaron Pico, I think, is a better version of Dan Ige when it comes to the wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So that's why these odds have moved so much, bro, because it was like a pick 'em. But Aaron Pico, is there a world where Aaron Pico subs this guy because the sub pays a shitload?
No, I don't think so.
Probably ground and pound or just a decision.
But that was the fight that I watched. When I watched Dan Ige and I watched a lot of fights from Aaron Pico, I think Aaron Pico is winning. You know, the guy. If you guys don't know, this guy was going to the Olympics in Rio, in Brazil, 2000, that was at 14, 15, whatever.
Yeah.
He was going. He lost on the trials on the last fight by one advantage. So he was head to head with the guy. So he was going to the Olympics. Just think about it. Look. Just think about that level. Golden Gloves boxing champion, bro. Got crazy knockouts. Went to Bellator. On the beginning of his career, he was fighting the hardest fights, and the guy's freaking 28 or 29, 28 years old, bro. Come on. So I just think when I watch this fight, then EJ and Leron Murph, I say yes. Aaron Pico has a strong chance. The only thing that goes wrong, that guy is crazy. Sometimes he pull up Michael Chandler card, bro. Sometimes he pull up the Michael Chandler card. He swing from the fence with the chin up. He get emotional. So yeah, that's the only thing. But besides that, I think his wrestling's better. He physically a monster, good gas tank, heavy hands, good wrestling. I think this guy's a star in the making.
Yeah, fair enough. I think the one thing to look at is everyone talks about this comment right here. Like everyone that comes over from Bellator and other organizations, they get checked in their first fight, and I feel like people are fading Aaron Pico just because of that.
Yeah, but they saying Pitbull, but Pitbull came a little older than we hope. He came at 38. This guy's 28. Oh, Patchy Mix, bro. These guys different level. And I was talking to Patchy Mix when I was in Vegas Monday and Tuesday. Guy had an injury that he said he's never going to disclose something, but he had a bad injury. Took the fight in 2 weeks and a half notice. Lost. Didn't look. He didn't look good. He got a chip on his shoulder. Watch Patchy Mix on his next fight, bro.
I can't wait to see that. I'll say one thing, bro. I think Aaron Pico just has to be careful of like a knee up the middle or something if he's wrestling him. But I think if he just wrestles this guy for 3 rounds, I think he can win a decision easily.
He won't.
I know. That's the thing. That's what I'm scared of is he walks into something. But LeRo Murphy's not the most powerful guy. You know,
I'm going to tell you what can happen.
Yeah.
Aaron Pico can land a little good one like Josh Emmett and get a little closer. And LeRo Murphy have very good elbows on the corner. He might cut him.
Elbows and knees, both, yeah.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. I hope that doesn't happen. That's not the case because I want to see another star coming at 45, a big fight with Volkanovski, Gene Silva coming hungry. If this guy wins this fight, he's on the mix, and it's going to be a good mix.
Yeah, 100%. All right, boys, before we go to the main event here, make sure to check out our partner, Legendscom. You guys can play for free. Guys. Say again?
Leave the like here, guys. Come on. We got to like all that.
Drop a like, too. Drop a like for Gilbert coming on, guys. Drop a like right now. Like up the video. Check out Legends.com. You can play for free on Legends, where you just make picks and you try to win money. You don't even have to put money in. Or you can play on the Sweepstakes Social Sportsbook on Legends. But go check that out. The link is in the description. Let's move on to the main event. We've got Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis. These odds have gone absolutely insane. A month or two ago, Khamzat was a very small favorite. He is now ballooned up to a minus 260. I think there's a few reasons why. He's 14-0 in UFC. 14-0 professionally. Everyone's raving about the shape and condition he's in. His performance against Robert Whittaker has really propelled him back to where the old Khamzat was as far as aura before he fought Gilbert, right? Everyone talked about how this guy was untouchable. He fought Gilbert and started to look more human, but now he's kind of back on that pedestal where everyone's like, this guy's untouchable again. Dricus du Plessis, you go wind back the tape. He struggled in the wrestling department against Derek Brunson. Darren Till even had a Darce locked in on him. Like he's had some challenges on the ground in some matchups, but he just finds ways to win. You know, he gets hurt against Adesanya, looks exhausted, finds a weird trip and takedown and submits him with the rear naked choke. So the guy just figures it out and he finds ways to win. I know this fight has to be tough for Gilbert to pick. DDP's his guy, Khamzat's former opponent. Are you going underdog or favorite here, bro?
I'm getting to a tough spot, bro, because the aura from freaking Khamzat here is insane, bro. Everybody's here to see him. Everybody his shirt. The guy, I talked to the security, the guys that worry him, they say he's looking amazing. He's very calm, confident. They say he's the most collected they ever see him because he's always hyped up. the fight when he was gonna fight Nate Diaz. He was fighting on the press conference. He came very hype. A couple other fights, he come very trying to intimidate everybody. They said this fight he's very calm and relaxed. So you know what that means? It means two things. Or number one, he's gonna be Dustin Poirier against Conor McGregor 2 in Abu Dhabi. That Conor was way too nice for his own good, and then he lost. That's first scenario. Or number two, that guy is freaking confident. Not gonna waste no energy. Gonna go out there, calm, collected, and freaking destroy Drinkers. So those two things could happen. Everyone's saying Hamza first 2 rounds is a monster, is danger. And we saw DDP fading sometimes, getting looking tired, but he doesn't quit. So I'm that fight's kind of 50-50 for me. One time I was Drinkers for sure. Now I'm not that sure anymore. I still wanna ride on my guy DDP, but bro, freaking Hamza is a monster. So I'm like, I'm DDP, but I don't know, bro. I'm DDP, but he can go anyway. This freaking fight.
Yeah. Do you think that, like with DDP, like do you think if he's in some bad positions early on in the fight, in the first, let's say the first 3 to 7 minutes, do you think he's going to be able to escape those positions, or is Hamzat's like submission grappling just too good?
No, I don't think. I think he's gonna escape. I put DDP on bad positions before when we trained.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, it was just a welter. That was when I moved to welterweight. I was never a big, ginormous welterweight.
Yeah,
He was huge middleweight. But I put him in some bad positions, and not talking about strength. He knows how to get out of those positions. He has the ability. So, but I don't know. Hamza very big and very freaking tall, high level jiu-jitsu. Might put him in bad position, ground and pound.
I just think DDP just can't give up his back, dude. I think even if he gets taken down, lay on your back, bro. Go to your back. Because I think you can survive them, but Hamzat on your back, you're just screwed, bro.
But the guys mounting you on top of you, the elbows are coming, the hard punches are coming.
Yeah.
He's a bad decision. Sometimes you turn your back, you know how to defend, but if you don't turn, sometimes you're gonna eat elbows, bro.
Yeah.
That's what.
But I think he can survive that a lot easier than a rear naked choke, in my view. Maybe. You know better than I do, but that's just my opinion.
Eat elbows and punches. He's never good, And but not giving you back is not the answer as well. So it's gonna be a tough fight for both guys.
Do you think there's a world where Hamzat comes out and does not wrestle right away, like he stands with him?
There's no way. There's no way.
Khabib said that he should do that. You don't agree with that?
I think Khabib is bluffing, high level bluffing, because he knows if Hamza wins, Hamza said he wants the 170 belt, and by then maybe he's launched the 170 champion. In that fight, he don't want that fight to happen. So he said, think about it, Khabib, bro, the most wrestler guy ever, takes everyone down, knowing by his wrestling. Tell the other guy to strike. You go strike, Habib. Let the guy do what he does good. He's back. He's good at wrestling. He's good at grappling. He's been doing that to everybody, bro. Come on, don't.
Yeah. But I understand. I understand his logic though, because it's a 5-round fight, and Habib clearly doesn't think he doesn't think he's going to get DDP out of there right away, and he thinks he's going to expend too much energy.
So hard. That guy hits so hard.
DDP?
Yes. I want DDP to win, but the easiest way for him to win if it's just a striking match. He will find that chin and you're gonna knock him out.
Yeah. DDP by knockout, plus 500 odds, bro.
That happened. That can happen.
Yeah. All right. The people want to know if you'll give them a cycle parlay. Now, Gilbert does not gamble. He doesn't condone betting, but if we shuffle through this whole fight card, can you at least pick your favorite person to win a decision, your favorite person to win a knockout, and your favorite person to win by submission? So I'm going to start you let me know when to stop. If you find someone that you're like, oh, they're going to win a decision, they're going to win a KO, or they're going to win by submission, tell me when to stop.
That's the decision right there. But That's
Karina
my
Silva by decision.
yeah, but that's my second one. Let's keep going. Let's find
We'll keep going. I'm gonna
That's
write it down though.
Yeah, that's my second pick. Keep it going.
Silva decision. All right. We'll have that as an option.
That's my first option. Brian battle by decision.
Okay. Battle by decision. All right. Get this one or keep going.
How was that one? How was that one by draw card by decision? How was that one?
Well, remember, you already have 2 decisions or you already have 1 decision.
Yeah, okay. So now
So it just depends which one you like the best. Do you like battle by decision better or do you – I think you're torn on this fight, so you might as well skip it.
Yeah, okay. Go next.
Hernandez versus Chase Hooper. Is this a knockout one for you?
Knockout. Hernandez knockout.
Really? All right. Well, I'm going to write it down. You can always switch, but Hernandez by KO. So you need a submission so far.
Get out of this fight.
That's probably a KO.
That's a KO by
The odds suck. Are you going to GM3 for the submission, bro?
put GM3 by sub.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's keep going just in case you want to swap something. Elliott versus Asakora.
Kai Asakora by knockout is going to be my knockout.
You want to take Hernandez out and go Asakora?
Yeah, that's Asakora by knockout. That's my pick.
I like that. I like that better than Hernandez. I don't think he's going to knock Chase Hooper out. Cannoneer versus MVP.
As MVP by decision, a good one. I like the MVP.
I like that one, but I'm not mad at the Brian Battle by decision one either. It's whatever you prefer.
Let's keep Brian battle, but I like this one by decision
Okay.
too.
Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates.
Oh, that fight's going to be a bang. Get out of this fight.
Murphy versus Pico. You have your cycle. You can stick with it. You don't have to change anything.
Get out of this fight. Yeah.
And then main event.
I have mine already.
All right. Gilbert's cycle. Let me see what the odds are. This is going to be hype. Bro, I kind of like this. I think this is going to smack. I think GM3 sub's going to be the hardest one. But that pays out the most, though, out of all 3 legs.
We're going to sweat that so much, but that can't happen.
Yeah. All right. Brian Battle by decision is plus 240. GM3 by submission is plus 450. Asakora by KO is plus 180. 51-1 odds. So, dude, look at this. 100 pays 5,100. Guys, check out Gilbert's cycle. Let us know if you're going to tail that. $100 pays 5,100. Gilbert's cycle. Brian Battle by decision. Asakora by KO. GM3 by sub. Dude, I have to play this. I have to play this now. This is elite. This is an elite cycle right here.
This is good. Huh? This is good. Huh?
What leg scares you the most out of the 3?
All 3 scares me.
Bro, it is so hard to hit a cycle. I've hit two in almost a year now.
I think I'm more confident on Brian Battle and Kai Asakora too. But the GM3, that is a hard fight.
I like it, bro. I like it.
Let's see. And then it goes 0-3 on my parlay.
Hey, 0 for 3 is better than 2 for 3, bro. 2 for 3 is painful.
Yeah.
You know, I've had cycles in the past where the first leg loses and then the next 2 hit, and you're like, fuck. And then I've also had, I don't know if you remember the Vegas fight I went to. It was Amanda Lemos versus. She just fought this past weekend. Who was it? Someone in the chat knows. Who did I lose on the cycle?
Amanda Lemos beat the other Brazilian, Yasmin Lucindo.
Lucindo, thank you. Yeah, so I had Yasmin Lucindo by decision this past week, and I finally hit that one. But I had 3-leg cycle parlay in Vegas to win $100K. Last leg was Yasmin Lucindo by decision. She loses 29-28 for $100K, bro. It was sickening. So, all right, guys, that's Gilbert's parlay. Everyone in the chat, thank Gilbert for coming on. Go check out the Show Me the Money podcast, me, Gilbert, and Moicano. That's on the Show Me the Money channel on YouTube. And good luck to everyone this weekend. Thank you, Gilbert.
Thank you, guys. Take it easy.